guys. This is my top 5 games of 2012. The first one is PlanetSide 2. PlanetSide 2 is an MMO FPS based in kind of future. There are 3 different races that you can play as, and they're all kind of battling out, trying to gain the most lane by capturing all these giant command posts and points. And it's very MMO-esque. There's hundreds of people in each in massive battles. It's just so much fun. It's free to play, so everyone can try it out. The free to play model is quite good, so there's no buying power and stuff like that too much. And it's just a flat out great game, but you do have to have quite good internet, or turn down the video settings a lot, and it even has my quite nice gaming PC tank a bit. I can't even run it at 30 FPS, which that is kind of why I got knocked back a couple. I probably would put it higher up in the charts, but it is kind of the day one they did not have all the performance issues fixed, which kind of was bothersome. But after a couple of downloads and patches, it started to run better with performance. Shank 2 is a sequel to one of my favorite fighting games, Shank. It's so much fun. The art style is great, but the cutscenes almost look uglier than the game, which is kind of strange, but okay. And it has kind of it has a great art style. If you just want to go in there, shoot things up and fight, it's a great game for that. And really suggest a controller because it is very hard with keyboard and mouse, very hard. So that's a great game. Story, it's on sale on Steam, of course, at the moment because it's the Steam Christmas sale. So, for 2 more days. But so yeah, that is Shank. Guild Wars 2. This is a game that I actually recently got and kind of snuck in on this list right when I finally got to work. So I've been having tons of fun with this game, and it's an MMO to a sequel of another one called Guild Wars, obviously, hence the 2. It's very fun. There's many different races. There are several of them. For instance, I will actually look at it right now. There is Alchemist, Engineer, Guardian, Merger, can't spell that, Necromancer, Ranger, Thief, and Warrior. And there's a large variety of weapons. And essentially what happens in it is the powerful Elder Dragon has awoken from their slumber and is threatening the land. Now heroes from the great races have to come and fight it. So it's quite a cool game, and really suggest you guys picking it up. It's an MMO without subscription, so you just play one flat fee of $60 and you have it for life. That is quite good. Now, Tribes Ascend. This is probably one of my favorite shooters. It's really hard. A lot of skill and accuracy comes in this thing, but it is love it. So it's projectile based, so it's almost like having it's kind of like every gun is like a mortar. You have the trajectory, except not everything a single gun shoots up in a giant arc and lands somewhere. So it's really, and it's very fast paced, fast speed and projectile shooting. So too hard hit something when it's fast and moving while you're moving, because if you aren't moving, you're dead, unless you're in the gen room. But still, you should be moving around in there too. It's also another free to play game, which is extremely fun, and it's a really good game to pick up. And so you should really go and just download it. It's free, so why not try it? And it doesn't take too much to process it, and it's quite a nice looking game. Now, coming in number 1 is Faster Than Light. I love this game so much. Tribes Ascend was almost about to beat it out, but nothing's more than a super fun kind of it actually is turn-based strategy game. Where you're it's not sort of turn-based. Some are it's kind of turns until you're in a battle. But it's where you have a little starship and you direct people around it. I made a video on it, and you kind of direct people around it and you make them do stuff, and it's quite fun. So Yeah, and you get to be the captain of a starship, and more like the overlord almost, just sitting there directing everything that everyone does of a starship. It is so much fun. You will lose so many hours to that game. Now, here's something that I don't think a lot of people have in like a top 5 or a top 10, is favorite beta of the year. Now, there's kind of one that I'm pretty sure you all have heard of, and it's called Don't Starve. Now, that game is so much fun. It's a survival game trying to get food and keep food, and try to keep yourself alive, essentially. Don't starve. It's kind of the meaning of the game. And that is quite fun. It was so close, tied up with that and Edge of Space and Towns. But Towns was kind of a bit buggy for it to be my favorite beta. And, of course, they're betas. But Don't Starve, they update it weekly. And it's just a really amazing game. And everyone, I think, should have a chance to play it. So that's kind of my summing up of the toll of this year. I hope you guys all... Well, it is the new year. But that's my sum up of the games of 2012. And I hope you guys have a great 2013. So see you guys soon.